Thank you very much. Good morning, Reverend. Let me use the opportunity to say good morning to our viewers, especially my people in South Nine. Yesterday, they were able to confirm the DC nominee, so we have a new DC.
We have a new DC?
It's Courage Kukuku. So good luck to him.
Okay.
Wish him all the best.
Is he your man?
I have, responding to Ntim and I entered Parliament.
We're very good friends.
And we are good friends. I know his quality, but I think that in this matter, he's drawing blanks. And it's sad. Ntim knows that in pursuance of the constitutional provision that grants immunity, it's in respect of things you say on the floor. So as for what you say on the floor, you can go to town and say whatever you want. You have immunity. You have decided to scandalize this government. You have no shred of evidence. And you have been asked to cooperate with security agencies. And you sit here and say that government is championing and advocating and defending cocaine smuggling. You will cooperate with the investigative bodies. This time, we are not leaving things like this. You cooperate with the investigative bodies. The evidence that you have, for which you organize a press conference, you give them to the investigative bodies for further investigations. And if you have no basis for making these spurious allegations against the government, the ethics of our profession as MPs is that you will apologize. Because as the ranking member for the Defense and Interior Committee, you had other obligations before you go to town. But you didn't do those duties under law. This morning, I have listened to you. You have sat on this platform and further exacerbated the matter. To the extent that you have said a lot of untruths. But this government, we are 3 months old. And it's our policy that any matter that borders on the security of the state will be taken seriously. So, Ntim, I can assure you that, yes, you can sit here and say that the security agencies has not invited you, but I have been told that you were invited. So, I have been told that there are about 3 or 4 security agencies that have been detailed to deal with the issue. So, I am informed, like, akin to what the Minister for Government Communication has put out, that you were invited. You have not yielded to that invitation yet. But it's known as pastor. And so let me admonish you. Let me use the Bible to admonish you. 1 Corinthians 10:23.
No.
Please, I will.
I won't take
I will. When you were speaking, I was quiet.
Address them. I won't sit
yes,
there and take
I will admonish you.
No.
Whether you take it or not, let me give the admonishment.
No. I won't take admonishment from
Please,
you.
comport yourself.
Please.
You comport yourself.
I'll take exception to
No,
that.
you will comport
I
yourself.
am not going to take admonishment
Please, borrow.
from you.
Reverend.
Either we do this, if he wants to be rude,
Please.
if he wants to be
Reverend,
rude. When I came and he was speaking,
I am not
he
going
was
to take
saying all sorts of, putting on all sorts of untruths. I kept quiet. I could have interjected. I kept quiet. I am not putting on falsehoods. I'm saying I want to admonish him.
No, you cannot.
He will take, either he takes the admonishment or not.
Do you understand
But
the meaning of what
yes.
That's the most derogatory.
Yes, no, I want to admonish you.
And I will not allow that.
You allow it.
Yes.
You will hear it.
Address the issue.
You will hear it.
You are making
you
years
are
of saving for
you are a
cocaine.
pastor by
Address
calling.
it.
So I'm addressing the issue. 1 Corinthians 10:23.
Personal.
Say, I'm not going. Didn't you go personal? Haven't you mentioned the name of the president?
Honorable, let me ask him what exactly he finds
let
wrong
me give that
with
admonishment.
admonishment.
Let me give the admonishment.
Let me ask
I
you.
will not allow you to
Please.
come here and
What exactly do you have against admonishment?
No, please. I'm not.
You
Maybe you want to spoil the show. Allow you to spoil the show.
What exactly do you have against
You want to
admonishment? I will
spoil
just
the show.
express your
I will not
feelings
sit
You
about it.
want to be uncooked this morning. You want to be rude. You want to be unruly. You want to be uncooked.
Reverend,
admonish
if
you.
he says he wants to
Why
admonish,
are you beyond
what do you find wrong
admonishment?
with it?
No,
I want to
Are
know what you find wrong with it.
you beyond admonishment?
I won't sit here.
Are you beyond
Let him
admonishment?
spoil
What do
your
you think you are? Are you beyond admonishment? 1 Corinthians 10,
I will not allow you to sit here.
I will say it.
And spoil the show.
The Bible says all things are
And
permissible
spoil
unto man,
The couple
but
you
not
are emotional
everything,
defense
but
of
not
this matter. Stick
everything
to the
is
issue.
lawful. Me,
issue.
Ntim Fordjour, I'm not emotional. You are emotional. You have
Let's
decided
let's
to go
take a
on the
break.
propaganda
Stick to the issues.
tangent.
Let's take a
You
let's
speak
take
the
let's
truth.
let's
You have
take
nothing
a
to
let's take
say.
a break.
And you
Just
say
give us just 30
everything.
seconds. Give us 30 seconds. 30 seconds. All right, you're still live on Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. This show is also live on 94.1 FM on your radio dial. We had some little housekeeping issues that we needed to deal with. We've hopefully dealt with that, and we apologize once again for the unfortunate interaction between the two honorable members of Parliament, and we will sort it out. Hopefully, we'll sort it out. So let's have a good show. Honorable, now the thing about it, look, the ground rules for Good Morning Ghana are very clear. When somebody is speaking to an issue, the person is allowed to land on whatever they intend to say. It is entirely up to the presenter or the host of the program to interrogate and to ask follow-up issues. No guest on the show has the right to determine what somebody says or does not say. Because if you want to appear on Good Morning Ghana and you want to determine for Good Morning Ghana, hold on. No, I'm just letting I want the viewers to understand the ground rules. I'm not mentioning any names. I just want the viewers to understand the ground rules. I'm not mentioning names. I'm saying that no guest or panelist on the show is allowed to determine what somebody says or does not say. Because if we allow that to happen, we can never have a program. And so what we've decided to do is that you are commenting or submitting on a matter will allow you to land. If the presenter feels you're crossing the line, your attention will be drawn to it. We are not zombies. We are not unintelligent presenters sitting here. When you cross the line, we will know and we will draw your attention. And if you don't want to comport with what we're saying, we are more than happy to let you go. There are just too many people who are out there who want to appear on this program. They are begging us every day. Except that we can't have 3 people here. And we're only 5 days to do Good Morning Ghana. And so please, when you come on the program, the ground rules are explained to you. Let's not come on air and break it. You make us look bad. And I sit here, in the last 2-3 minutes that we're getting a lot of calls from our viewers who are worried. What is happening? This is not what we're used to. We beg you. We'll beg you once again, our viewers. Our guests will abide by the ground rules. Somebody's commenting on the matter, the person will land. If you have any issue, if the person is done, you are not estopped from raising reservations about what the person has said, which is fair. But do not cut in. You can't say this. You can't say no. That's not your job. It's the job of the presenter. So please, now that I've outlined what the ground rules of the show is, I'll now come to Honorable Rockson Dafeamekpor to submit on the matter. And I'm sure that Reverend, if he has an issue, we have already explained everything to everybody, he will note it and then he will come back and express his reservations, which is very fine. We don't have a problem with that. So, Honorable, having laid out the ground rules, please go ahead and submit on the matter.
Yes. Next time, don't pair me with very rude and unruly Reverend Father like him. Don't pair me with him.
Don't pair me with him.
Don't pair me with him.
No, that's not fair.
Don't pair me with him.
That's not fair.
Don't pair me with him.
No, that's not fair.
Don't pair me with him. No.
Do you know why it's not fair?
Look,
it's a personal attack on his. It's an
because
attack
you
on
can
his
actually scandalize the government.
Yes,
and
but
think that you should be allowed to.
Which is, you can say that, but to describe it as unruly, it's not fair.
Well, he won't take any admonishment from you.
No. What I'm saying is,
he kept interrupting.
We have addressed that. We have addressed that. But Honorable, I beg you.
There are ethics on this program.
I understand that.
If he cannot stand
I understand
and
that.
operate by the ethics,
I understand,
he
but I'm
shouldn't
saying-
appear on the program.
But I'm just saying that, Honorable, to describe
Because when we come here,
Honorable, to describe
well, I
a
will draw
collude,
that.
please do.
I
Thank
will
you.
draw that.
And I appreciate that.
I
Thank
will
you.
draw
Thank you
that.
so very much. Thank you.
So, you see, his geography is even so poor that he doesn't even know that Canary Islands is off the coast of Morocco. There's only maritime waters serving as a boundary between Canary, Las Palmas, and Casablanca. So a plane lifts off from Las Palmas and lands in Casablanca, he has a problem. Because you see, they have no issue to tackle this government with. So what is left for them to do is propaganda. But we are saying, this matter, we shall investigate it. And me, I am happy he has raised it. We'll look into it. If there are untruths in it, there are consequences for peddling falsehood. So we'll deal with those other tangential matters or ancillary to the issue. But I can assure him that whoever will be culpable upon investigations will be dealt with. As for that one, we can assure him. 2, he makes the point that golds have been uncovered in places. What has happened to them? This is not the first time the security agencies will acting upon intelligence, will ransack premises and uncover proceeds of crime or artifacts of crime or items of crime. They have a protocol in dealing with those. They are confiscated to the state. If he wants a statement that those matters, after investigations and some prosecutions having followed, pursuant to a court order, have been confiscated to the state, the Venerable Attorney General, my own professor in international investment, trade and law, who update the state on that. So you should be rest assured. We are not the kind of government that will seize excavators, 450 to 500 excavators, and today we can't trace one. We are not that kind of government. We account for everything that comes to the state by way of confiscation and seizure, and use the procedure laid down under law to conscript those property to the state. So, but you should stop missing the issues. They have nothing to do with the aircraft, 2 aircrafts that have landed and flew off from this country.
But he wants an update on these other 2.
Update from who?
He says he's taking too long. From the security agencies.
No, there's no time bar to prosecuting a crime. You have raised the matter. There's no time bar. The president says, personally, that he is encouraging you to cooperate with the state security to investigate the matter. If I were him, I will accede with alacrity to the call by the president.
But he has to be invited. He said he's not been invited.
No. Let's grant it that he's not been invited. Let's grant it.
Okay.
That is also not correct. But let's grant it that he's not invited.
Yes.
As a member of parliament, as the ranking member, you submit yourself. You said the president has put out the public information that I should cooperate with you. So I could even produce a statement personally and submit it to the security, upon which they can proceed. You haven't done any such thing. All you do is to sit in the media and scandalize a government that has performed creditably within the past 3 months. Look, he's calling for what? That the security agencies should come and brief the Committee on Defense and Interior.
Yes.
Come and brief the Committee on Defense and Interior on what? On a matter that you have put into the media? Is that the mandate of the committee? The mandate of the committee that they can invite the committee on any matter. This is a matter that is under investigation. It's not concluded. You have a role to play. You have not discharged that role. And you want to hide under parliamentary scrutiny and ask them to come and report to you. They say go and cooperate with them. Whatever information you have will form part of the record. It is that record that those agencies will submit to Parliament. And other members will interrogate, and maybe plenary to interrogate the matter. You don't want to do that. You want to be in the media because you think that you have some cloak. So you want to hide under that cloak. and be scandalized the government every now and then. But I am saying that he will have a role to play because he has raised the matter. And deceit of public officer is also an offense. You should be aware. Deceit, falsehood of public officer is also an offense. So he should exercise his mind to those things when he engages in activities like this.